Hey everyone, so I just decided 2 seconds to make you guys a quick video about makeup brushes. This is something that I've been going through for years, is trying to find the right brushes, and at first I thought it didn't matter what brush I used as long as it was the right shape. Brands really didn't matter as long as it felt soft and it was a good brush. But that's completely not true, and I just wanted to give you guys a little lesson on brushes and which ones you should use in certain places and which ones you need and which ones you don't need. So this is all my MAC brushes. There's a whole lot. You don't need all these brushes, of course, like if you're not a makeup artist, or even if you are a makeup artist, you don't necessarily need all these brushes. So I kind of just want to show you what you do need, and what you could have that's great, but what you also really don't need. So my first brush that I use the most is my stippling brush, which I use to put my foundation on. And this is the MAC 187 brush. And I'll list all these below in case I talk too fast or you don't catch the numbers. But this is great for foundation. All you have to do is squirt your foundation right onto the tip, and then you'll just work it your way in circles around, and it gives you a really flawless airbrush look. And these little long bristles are great for getting into like little crevices like your nose or under your eyes. So this is like my favorite brush that I use the most. My second favorite would be my MAC 100. I really wanted to do this video because the numbers rub off easily because they're right near the handle. So I kind of wanted to do this video before they did rub off. This is actually a 130, I believe, and like I said, I'll list everything below. This is a great, just really fluffy brush for putting your pressed powder on, for putting your blush on, or your bronzer. It's super soft, and the dome shape really gets into everywhere you need it to go. So this would be my second favorite and most common used. My third is this little angled blush brush, and this is the MAC 168. And this is great because the shape of it just really fits where you need to contour. So if you angle it this way, it goes right with your face where you need to put your blush or your bronzer. It's also great for up here and like your chin and your jawline. It's not too big, and it has a great angle to it. So this is great as well. One brush that I have that I like but I don't necessarily need is my 109. And this is just like a little chubby short blush brush. It's good to have at first. Before I had my stippling brush, I used to use this for my foundation, but it's kind of like not necessary if you've got these guys, if you've got a fluffy and an angled. As far as a foundation brush, I don't really use it anymore. This is my MAC 193, and it's just a regular foundation brush, but I think the stippling brush works so much better because this kind of leaves you like streaky, and this will just swirl everything in and make it nice and flawless. So that's one you don't really need. This one's my concealer brush. This is my 252. This one's really great for two purposes. It's great for concealer, to put under your eyes, to put around your nose, and it's also great if you're doing your eyeshadow and you have some harsh lines and you just want to blend them, like if you want to like get in like here and just blend your lines. It's good for dual purposes. For my eyeshadow, my favorite brush would have to be my 213, which is just your regular eyeshadow brush. It's like not too big, not too small, and it's super soft. So I always use this for my lid. And I also have an angled one as well, which is my 275, which I don't commonly use, but it's still good to have. It's great, like it has that angle just like that blush brush, so it really gets in. If you just make this motion, it'll give you a really rounded corner to your eye. My new obsession is this brush. I just got this brush recently, and it has made a world of a difference. It's made my makeup go on faster, easier, because it blends like nobody's business. It's my 217 blending brush, and it's a little on the larger side. I don't know if you can see to scale, but this brush is amazing. It's not super soft, which I think is why it blends so well. So after I sometimes I just dip this in my darker shadow and I just swirl this in throughout the whole top of my lid, and it just makes everything blend flawlessly and you don't have any harsh lines. I was having a lot of problems with not being able to blend because of the small selection of brushes I had. So if you're only going to get a few brushes, this is definitely like a must if you like to do like a smoky eye. So that was the 217. Another one I recently picked up that I really, really like is my MAC 219, which is like a pencil brush. It has a little dome to it, and it's a little on the stiff side, which is good because it picks up your shadow, and wherever you place it, it just stays there. So this is great if you want to just create your dark shadows. Like if you use some black on the end, you can put it exactly where it needs to be without overextending it or putting too much eyeshadow. So this is definitely a must as well if you're big into making smoky eyes or just doing up your eye makeup. This would be my 263. I use this one for my brows, and it's just like a really thin angled brush. So this is great with like a MAC shadow. I use my, what the heck is the name? Okay, I can't remember the name right now, but I'll list it below. I believe it's Brun. It's like a taupey brown shadow I use for my eyebrows. So I just dip it in, and then I just go with the angle of my eyebrows. And then for this side, you just turn the brush, and it makes like a perfect line. This is also great for liquid liner if you like to use liquid liner with a brush. These guys I don't really use and don't really do anything with. This is my 214 little chubby blending brush. I've only used this one if I put like smokiness, like if I use black under my eye, it's great to rub it in. But I also have a smaller version of it too, which is a 231. This one's I use more than this one. This one's great, like I said, for just blending in like lower eyeliner, or even if you just want to add like a little tint of color, you have more control with a smaller brush. And that is all. Oh, this one I said I didn't use either. This is a 239, and it's just kind of like another version of the blending brush that I really like. It's just shorter and like more thick. So, like I said, if you're gonna buy brushes, or if you want to put them on your Christmas list, the definitely brushes to have would be the 217, the big fluffy one that blends really great, the pencil brush, the 219, your just regular eyeshadow lid brush, which would be the 213. So I just say those three and you would be like golden. You could do anything with them. And for your face, the stippling brush is a must, a fluffy powder brush, and just an angling contour brush. So that's my little lesson on makeup brushes. It is important to buy a good brand because although like some may feel like super soft, it doesn't mean that they're going to work really well. I used to buy a lot of e.l.f. brushes thinking that they were amazing because they felt so soft. But when I put my shadow on, it wouldn't move. Like it would just be stuck there, or it would move too much. It just doesn't place it as well as a good quality brush. I've never tried Sigma, but I hear a lot of great things about Sigma. So if you're going to get a really great brush set, I know Sigma sells brush sets. MAC necessarily doesn't sell brush sets, and if you do happen to come across one for the holidays, it's not really their quality brush line. I've had a couple of their holiday brushes, and I don't think, like this is one of them, and they say limited edition, so you think they're like extra cool, but they don't work as well as their real brushes. So spend the money, invest in some good brushes. Like I said, all you really need is 6, 3 for your face, 3 for your eyes, and you're golden. Whether you're a makeup artist or you're just doing your makeup for fun. So I'll list everything below. I also just redid my hair, so if you guys are interested in knowing how I did it, whether you want to know how I styled it or dyed it, just comment below and I'd be happy to let you know. Thanks everybody. Bye.